Alright, hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Ni No Kuni and the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just went and helped out with Philip and his nightmare situation that was going on, and I'm pretty certain, I think by this time, there should at least hopefully be no more other nightmares after this point with the Ni No Kuni. And we also did go and unlock the Ambition piece of heart, which I believe that is meant for our locket. And what is pretty nice about it is that we can just go and literally grab it right from Oliver and not from any other type of civilian that's going to be out and about, so that's pretty nice. Now if you guys do recall, we did have the Holy Wood item, and during our way throughout the Ding Dong Dell area, there was that mouse creature that lived around here known as Pip, and it seems like he went and stole it, but then later on we actually got it back. And this Holy Wood is actually meant for us to go and get a certain item known as the Clarion, and it seems like we have to go and bring this over here to King Tom, which he just went and cut down there. And now we do have the carved Holy Wood to at least almost about to be making the Clarion, which I believe it's like some sort of like instrument that we do need. Now we do have to go and head off into the Hamlin area, because it seems like Marqueson is going to be able to go and fix up with the last bit of how this instrument is going to work. But however, I believe not only Marqueson is going to have to go and work on it, but also Swain as well too, because it seems like the brothers have to go and actually try to fix out on this item to make sure that it actually works, so that by the time that we reach to the Miasma Marsh, we should at least be able to go and hopefully use it to at least kind of clear some stuff out of the way within our time of what that place is going to be all about. Now, that recommended area is going to be around at the level 43 mark, so we kind of have to do a little bit of some off-record training before we start reaching off into the Miasma Marsh. So basically what we're going to be doing here is that since we're not going to be heading off into Shadar's place just yet, we're going to go and start doing a little bit of some bounty hunting missions as well too in the process, just so that we can go and clear out on some of that stuff while we're here. And within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing our time with just only Ni No Kuni and Wrath of the White Witch, but we're also, of course, going to be doing some more of Ocarina of Time. We are going to go and start getting ourselves ready and start heading off into where the Gerudo Desert is going to be, or I should say, more so within the Gerudo Haunted Wasteland area, which we kind of have to go and walk on into with, so that we can at least start off with the first part of the trials, because there's two different trials that we have to go through until we start reaching into the main part of where the Gerudo Desert is going to be. And that, of course, is having to go through a area where you have to use the Lens of Truth to go and walk around with the Big Poe, and the other one is they have to go and follow all these different poles that are like in this big crazy sandstorm that we have to go and follow through. Now, I don't think I did all that too well within there, within the first trial, so I may probably have to do that probably off recording or so, and then continue onwards with the next trial part afterwards. But now we got something here within the Wizard Companion, the Tale of Wonder, another thing about here, the Flute Makers, which that is going to be, of course, because of the brothers that are here. But now let's go and start off with one of the bounty hunting missions that we do have to go and still clear off with. And this is going to be with a creature known as the Aurora Lynx. And I believe there's also a different form of these guys as well too, such as the Dual Lynx. Now, I never actually got to see these creatures out here, and I don't think we ever got to go and meet up with them in any type of particular part within within the actual dimension of this for what this area is going to be all about. But it's pretty interesting that they actually do look pretty adorable. Hopefully, at least maybe at some point down the road, if we ever do actually meet up with them in that particular part of a certain area here within the other world, I wouldn't mind actually trying to see if I can add them into the team or something, because they should probably be at least be somewhat of a good type of creature around. Now, I just went and tried out my 3DS capture card, by the way, just to make sure how everything is working, and I do have to say that it is a positive. It is an actual loopy motherboard, which I did go and actually do some research with, and that's what the 3DS capture card is having its motherboard for. And now Loopy actually does make really good motherboards for the 3DS capture card, and I just went and played a little bit of Yoshi's Woolly World on there, and it's pretty good. Now here's another one of these stones, which I'm pretty certain we have never got to go and see yet, but unfortunately there is no translation for us just yet. I guess we'll have to go and grab another certain spell later on to go and see what these are all about. And yeah, unfortunately the insight spell not gonna really work, so we'll have to go and find something else instead. But here is another bounty mission. This is back over at the Skull Mountain. Now remember when I told you guys before about a certain turtle creature that's out here. Well, there is this turtle creature right here, which we kind of have to go and battle with. Like, this kind of actually looks like somewhat of like a Squirtle, but a much larger Squirtle that can actually walk on 4 legs instead, instead of a Squirrel that can like just walk around in the regular Pokemon games. But it seems like this guy is really not all that too bad of an enemy to go through. Probably if I didn't have like the equipment that I have now, I guess this guy would have probably at least be a little bit more of a tricky situation than it would be now. But that's all right. Now we are going to be getting some pretty nice, good like type of equipment that we are going to have to go and pick up as the rewards that we're going to do. I believe we get a Mystic Robe as one of the rewards from these bounty missions, and we'll probably be able to go and add that over into Floriboros. See how much extra stat boosting that we could go and do from there. So now with that being said, is that we already went and got the Shell on Earth already hunted, so that one's already done, and same with the Bewitched as well. And let's go and reach on our way back to a certain area so that we can go and at least reach our way on over to another Swift Solutions and figure out what we need to do. So here we are. So let's go and claim those 2 bounties and let's go and get that 15 hundo right off in the beginning and get ourselves with a cappuccino. Yeah, so that's the other reward. So that's another merit stamp card already set and finished. So very nice there. And let's go and see what the next one's going to be. Ah, and there we go. And just like that, we also got that Mystic Robes now. And I think that should be about it there. But we do have some new ones, an Icy Giant and a Kingdom on the Brink. Now, that one actually looks really cool. A Fiend's Fang? And these have a lot of merit stamps on them. So we're going to be going in for the long run on that one. Now, anyways, I'm going to end things off here for today. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next one, Ni No Kuni. And, of course, peace!